'Twas the night before SimMas, when all through the room nothing was stirring, not even Darren's broom. The fluids were hung on the drip stands with care, in hopes Dr. Nicholas soon would be there. The mannequins were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of 360 Sims processed in their heads. And Sim-Mum in her kerchief and Sim-Man in his cap had just cut their compressors for a long winter's nap. When out of the window there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my chair to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a lustre of midday to the Sim centre below, when to my wondering eyes did appear a doctor, with spring in his step and no sign of fear. What a sprightly young doctor, so lively and quick. I knew in a moment he was Dr. Nick. More rapid than COVID his requests they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now apron, now gloves, now pen torch and face mask. On Sats probe, on leads, on cuff and blood gas. To the theatres in Queens, to all cities' wards. Now sim away, sim away, sim away all. So outside the sim room, the notes they review, with their scans and bloods and ECGs too. And then, in a tinkling, they heard on the brief the bleepings and beepings of upcoming mischief. As I drew in my head and was turning around, through the swipe doors, Dr. Nicholas came in with a bound. He donned PPE from his head to his foot, and his scrubs were all tarnished with vomit and snot. A bundle of tubes he was flung on his back, and like any good doctor he was ready to react. His eyes, how they twinkled, fueled by cake and caffeine that he'd managed to grab in the D-floor canteen. His droll little mouth was covered up with a mask, but the beard on his chin was as white as ash. A stethoscope was draped about his thick neck, ready for any chest or bowel sounds to check. He had a broad face like an ECG trace, that he arrived not knowing if he needed to pace. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and spread through his A to E, then turned with a jerk. He applied 15 litres and gave me a nod. Then he left through the doors with PPE in a wodge. He sprang to his phone, to his team gave a call. With S-bar he escalated, this problem not small, and I heard him exclaim as he walked out of sight, Happy SimMas to all, and to all a good night.
Merry Christmas!